everyone, welcome to the Comic Gaming Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I am here to give you my review of Onward. Now, I know what you're thinking. Onward came out at least 3-4 weeks ago? At least 3-4 weeks ago. I'm gonna say 4, but Onward was only in theaters for about a couple weeks. And today it comes out on Disney Plus. It just came out on Disney Plus. It's on there right now. You can go watch Onward if you got Disney Plus right now. And when I heard that, when I was gonna go see this movie, it got taken out of theaters. Like all the theaters got shut down. It got taken out of theaters, so I couldn't go see it. And then when I saw that the movie was gonna come out on April 3rd on Disney Plus, and it came out digitally a week or two ago too, like a week ago. But like I didn't want to buy. I was like, why am I gonna pay $20 for this thing digitally when I have Disney Plus and I could just wait a week or two and have it? So I didn't, buy it and watch it immediately because, like I said, why was I gonna pay for it when I got Disney Plus? I could just wait for it to pop up on Disney Plus, and it does today. Onward is the latest Pixar movie, and it is a story about two brothers, Ian and Barley. Yeah, it's Barley. I keep thinking Marley, but no, it's Barley. Ian and Barley. And it's voiced by Tom Holland, Spider-Man Tom Holland, and Chris Pratt, Andy from Parks and Recreation, a.k.a. Star-Lord. Yeah, voiced by two MCU alumni, so to speak. And the movie is about young Ian. He just turned 16. And Ian's very unsure about himself, you've seen this kind of story before. The boy he's unsure of himself, he's nervous, he has a hard time driving because he doesn't think he's ready to do it. He has a hard time talking, just get this Brooklyn accent, I don't know. He has a hard time talking to people. Typical teenager stuff, anxiety, all the works. He doesn't quite believe in himself and believe in where he's going. And he got old. When he turned 16, he was old enough to wear his father's jacket. So that reminds him of his dad. Now his father, Barley and Ian's father passed away when they were very young. In fact, Ian never even got to meet his father. The only thing he has left of his father is pictures, a sweater that he wears, and a recording that he, an auto recording test thing that he has of like his father talking. Now, needless to say, Ian misses his father. Well, he wishes he could see his father. Now, Barley saw his father. He was very young, I'd say about 6. Ian's 16, and Barley seems like his mom makes a comment about him having a gap year, which kind of means that Barley's probably in his 20, probably like 20, maybe 22 at most. So, and Ian's 16. So I would go on a limb and say, like, Ian, when his father passed, Barley was like maybe 6 or 7. So Barley remembers what all the stuff his dad was going through. And it's even brought up in the movie. So Barley remembers his father, and he remembers losing his father. So they're coming at this whole dad thing from different perspectives. And Barley, played by Chris Pratt, is exactly what you think he would be. He's big, he's bombastic, he's funny, he's witty, he's jokey. He's pretty much Star-Lord. In a way, yeah, he's pretty much Star-Lord, except if he was a blue imp thing who's obsessed with D&D. But yeah, that's his whole thing. Is he's obsessed with the old, magic and the way things used to be, because this is a world where magic used to be, with fairy creatures and whatnot, and you got you got griffins and minotaurs and pixies and shit like that. Just living a Cyclops is just living normal day lives, like living like we do. And it's obvious, and they kind of give you an intro in the beginning of the movie where they talk about how magic used to be the thing and make life easier for people, but magic is such a difficult thing to learn. But magic is so difficult because not everyone can do it, so people came up with science, and once people came up with science and it became easy to use, magic became, I don't want to say obsolete, but it just became this thing that it's like, why become a good? It's like, why become a good archer if I can just use a gun? You know what I mean? It's like, why be good at this when I can just do this? And magic kind of became a, you know, a niche thing that not even a lot of people can't even use magic, as is shown at the beginning of the movie when it's revealed that before their father passed, he came up with this amazing idea. He found a magic wand and a special crystal, Phoenix crystal, and he left it for his sons. And when both of them are older than 16, they can cast a spell and summon their father to spend one day with them. Now, that's the whole thing, is them summoning their father to spend one day with them. Problem is, only Ian can use the staff, because not everyone is magically endowed to be able to use it. You have to be a special kind of person to be even use this thing. But of course, Ian's dealing with all his social anxieties, all of his insecurities, nervousness. He doesn't know if he's ready for things like he's all over the place. So when he uses the staff, the spell is only half completed, and all they're left with is their father's bottom half. And they have to go on this great big adventure to find this crystal, summon the rest of their father, so that Ian can get to actually see and speak to a man he never got to meet. Now, first of all, this movie is fun. It's like, you know what? I saw some reviews saying that like it's not Pixar's best, and like using that as a negative. This is not Pixar's best. It has some great moments in it, but as an overall movie, it is not Pixar's best. But it is a very enjoyable movie with some very funny humor. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland obviously have great humor, obviously have great chemistry together. They're really good. Honestly, I would not mind seeing a sequel. I highly doubt we'll see a sequel of this because of how much money it made, but I would not, be against seeing a sequel to this because I just love the chemistry between Chris Pratt and Tom Holland as Barley and Ian. They're really fun. You believe they're brothers. You believe that Barley wants what's best for Ian. You believe Ian is just trying to figure his life out. He's just trying to figure shit out. And he's 16. He's just trying to figure it out. And the movie has many, many great messages. There are multiple messages about moving on after the death of a parent, about never being ready, about just doing it, not being ready, about believing in yourself, about there's an awful lot of them in there about just doing it, because that's what life's about. And there's even literally, there's literally a message that says life is about taking risks. Life is not worth living unless you take risks. And literally, that's one of the messages in the movie, is you just gotta go sometimes. And literally, there's this amazing thing, and I'm gonna spoil one part of it, where in the first few scenes he's doing it. He's made this list of things he knows he needs to do. He's like, I gotta overcome Ian's like, I gotta overcome my things, and he makes this list. And he screws up most of it, but when he gets to the driving bit, he's okay. And then he gets to a part where he has to he has to go on the freeway and just kind of merge into the lane. And he's so nervous, and he's just like, I can't do it. And I'm not ready. And later on in the movie, when they're running away from an army of angry biker pixies, yeah, that's a thing, angry biker pixies, who, by the way, don't fly because they've forgotten how to. There's a lot of messages in here. Another message as well is don't forget who you are. Don't forget your past. Just because you, in the process of trying to move forward, don't forget who you were. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your past, because that's one of the most important things about being alive. But this scene was great because they were running away from these guys, and he's got to drive the car because he has no choice but to drive the car. And he's back here in this merge, and he's like, I'm not ready. And his brother says, you'll never be ready. And he's just like, you'll never be ready. Just merge. And he doesn't think, and he merges, and he does it. And I love that kind of a thing. You'll never be ready. If you sit around waiting to be ready, you'll never be ready. You have to just do it. And that's a beautiful message in the movie. Also, like I said, the message about not forgetting where you came from is not forgetting where you came from, who your ancestors are, all that and stuff is definitely fantastic. The supporting cast was great as well. They meet this manticore called Corey, and she's great. Their mother is fun. The mother, there's some raunchy stuff with the mother and her boyfriend, by the way. It caught me off guard that her new boyfriend's fucking, her new boyfriend whenever she calls her, Let's Get It On starts to play. No, that song, they don't let it play, but you're I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna fly right over kids' heads, but I caught that Let's Get It On thing, and I was like, whoa, mama is getting busy, like for real, like mama is doing it. I was like, whoa, that kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, she's great, and you know, she finds her inner warrior in this, but the ending, man, the ending. Oh, that ending's a tearjerker. It's a tearjerker because, like, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you, but once it gets to the end, it's gonna catch you off guard, and it might get you. It got me a little bit, I was like, oh man, see what you did here, movie. See what you did here. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, Pixar. See what you did here. But yeah, it was a beautiful ending. Great ending. It was probably the thing that levels this movie up is that ending. That ending is top-notch Pixar stuff right there. That ending. That ending's a tearjerker. That ending is everything. It makes sense. It tells a it's a message. There are multiple messages. Like I said, there are multiple messages throughout this movie. This movie's working on multiple layers. The world they built was interesting. I give Onward an 8 out of 10. I can't go higher than an 8 because I still think it's like, it could be, there's so much room to be better, and Pixar has done so many 10 out of 10s, like fucking Toy Story 4. That shit was great. Toy Story 4 was amazing. But this isn't Toy Story 4, this isn't The Incredibles, this isn't that level. But it is still a very good movie. It's still a damn fun time at the movie theater. If I had to put it on a level of something, it's on the level of a Big Hero 6, of Incredibles 2, which are great movies, still great movies, fun, you know, great fun movies. They're just not top tier movies that you think of when you go top animated films of all time. This is not one of the greatest animated films of all time, but it's a damn good animated film with great messages, fun, great chemistry between the two leads, fun side characters, and a beautiful world. I give Onward an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.